What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have another episode of Gear and Gadgets for you. And what does that mean? That means we got a lot of awesome stuff to get into. We got a couple of unboxings, a couple of other things to go over. We're going to kick the video off with a new Vosteed coming into the channel. And if you're here because you enjoy daily knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. Make sure you're subscribed here to the channel and hit the thumbs up. That helps push this video to more people. And feel free to let everyone know what you're carrying in your pockets today. I love seeing what you guys are carrying. So we're kicking the video off with the Vosteed Corgi Pup. And I find this knife to be something I would consider an awesome first knife for almost anyone and almost anywhere because of the size, because of how unthreatening the knife is. I think it would make a perfect first knife for many. I also think on the flip side, this would be a perfect knife for a female that you're trying to get into maybe carrying a knife, something like that. It's a very clean looking design and it's going to be coming in fantastic materials. I will have this link down below along with everything else you'll see in the video today. But we got great materials, a great price tag on top of everything. But 14C 28N steel, which is a great stainless steel, especially in this price range. We have a drop point blade, which is very useful. The finish is a nice washed finish, which will hold up under use. Great little sharpening choil there, and this is a very symmetrical style knife. Everything seems to be very symmetrical. We do have a deep carry clip there that'll be reversible, so left and right hand carry. We have nice pivot collars here on both sides, texturing on that button, and then a rear and front flipper tab there. And because of how high they are in regards to the pivot, that's a great thing because you can get even more leverage on those flippers. So very satisfying to open this knife. You have nice strong springs in there, so it just really evens itself out. And then the plunge lock is done very well on this knife. This is not a, heavy duty user. This isn't your folding bushcraft knife. This is just a daily light duty cutter basically. And Vosteed absolutely nailed it. Whether you have small hands or you wear an XL glove like me, I can still get, it's just that, but I can get a full grip on this thing, which makes me like this knife, more. Typically, I'm not much for small knives, but when I can get a full grip on it like this, and you got a nice little amount of blade there, I find this to be a good secondary knife, fifth pocket knife for myself personally, and I wouldn't be, surprised if many people were to pick this up as a first knife. Next up, I wanted to talk about this trench lighter for my longtime viewers, or even if you've been just paying attention over the last little bit. I'm a huge fan of trench lighters, and I like the name brand ones, but I have found a few affordable ones that I'm really high on. And one of them, this is the best one. This is a trench lighter from a company called GBALLTPK. And it runs about $25, which is not bad for a trench lighter. They can get very expensive, okay? I have one that was around $100 and some dollars, and that's nothing, right? So $25, you can get yourself a nice brass one like this, and they also have a steel one as well that comes in the same price tag. And the reason I like this one is I got this almost 3 years ago. And this lighter has not had it easy taken on it. Now, I haven't used it every single day for those couple of years, but I have used it extensively over the last couple of years. Through a couple of flints, I've used it quite a bit. And one thing I can say is this thing is built like an absolute tank. I actually have a lighter box where I keep a bunch of my lighters like this, and I got into it and I forgot that I had this. Pulled it out and threw a little bit of fuel in it and sparked it right up, and the thing just right up. One thing I love about it is it's built like a tank. You're not going to break this thing. If you grab a hold of this thing, you got a very substantial lighter. Very easy. You can put your flint in here. This is where you're going to fill it up. And very easy. You have knurling there, plus you have a slot. Very easy to get into. And then what's really cool is you have a guard. And it actually works very well. I've tested it out, and it works good, I should say. But if you don't need it, you can slide it out of the way, and you can leave it down. You can leave it up, or you can leave it down. Doesn't matter which aesthetic you want to roll with. It's entirely up to you. Or you can kind of leave it at half if you wanted. But really cool, and it's not just going to fall down. You have to put it where you want it pretty much. So very, very cool, especially at 25 bucks. You could have yourself a lighter that'll basically last you forever as long as you don't lose it for 25 bucks. Even if you don't smoke, it is definitely recommended to have some sources and ways to start fires. Next up, we got something coming in from Rovi Vaughn. Huge shout out to them for sending this in. This is their new Aurora A3. I believe it said Gen 4. Yeah, I think this is a Gen 4. So this is a flashlight that is extremely popular and something that Rovi Vaughn continues to improve upon. And I'm a huge fan of this light. I think I've bought in like 2 different ones, and I've checked out a couple, several more. And I'm a huge fan of this light because it's a durable light. I don't know about this one personally, but this family, this Aurora family, is a very solid light. It's small enough that you can throw it on a keychain and it's not going to be a huge bother. But it also comes with a pocket clip, so you can actually throw this in the pocket. It would actually fit down in a 5th pocket. This would fit in many, many different pouches. I'm trying to see, so where would that go? It'll go like this, I want to say, right? Yeah. See, this thing's sweet. Look at that. In comparison to the lighter even. So that's a nice size. And we'll go over more specs on this thing in a future video. There we go. I think it's 5 clicks. It's 5 clicks to unlock it. So if you bought one of these and you can't get it on, it's 5 clicks to unlock it. And then 2 clicks to get it on. And then you can just 1 press to cycle through everything. So we got moonlight, medium, high, turbo. Yeah. And there's turbo. Once it's on, you can double click, or no, you can double click right to turbo. That's how it'll be. And then you can also just long press it, and that'll also turn it on. A triple click is going to be, sorry about that, triple click will be your strobe. And then 4 does nothing. 4 does strobe again. So yeah, I'll link this down below, but if you're looking for a small keychain crossover flashlight that is going to be, very lightweight, very dependable and has a, strong track record. So you got moonlight mode, which is half a lumen. A lot of people love that. Then you got low at 25, medium at 200, and then the high is 650. And although, that's not a ton for that little flashlight, that's a hell of an output. 650, that's impressive for that little feller there. And not only that, but it'll go down after 1 minute. And I don't know, it doesn't say what it actually drops down to. And then they also have the neutral white light. This is the cool white light version. It also comes with some other goodies like a key ring and an extra plastic cover, some O-rings, I think. Just a little goodie bag to basically maintain the flashlight. An extra pocket clip would be nice, just in case. Just in case. They might send you one if you needed it, but I think that would be a nice touch in the little goodie bag, having a spare clip. And no, that doesn't, if it comes with a second clip, I haven't ever had an issue with any of my Rovi Vons. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of flashlights where you slide them on like that. Now, down the pocket, most cases, you're going to be just fine. The only time I could see it being an issue is like if you have it using the clip on like a backpack strap and somebody were to like rip on the flashlight, that could cause an issue, but I've never found it to be an issue. But I still think, it'd be a nice touch from the company to go ahead and throw a spare clip in there. Now we're looking at a multi-tool here from, they're climbing up my ladder. I'm not going to include Leatherman in this topic, but Rock Tool is quickly becoming my favorite multi-tool company. They really have, I'll link a couple of their multi-tools down below, but they have really well executed small keychain multi-tools all the way up to full-size multi-tools and covering a wide range of different target audiences for the multi-tool, right? This one's going to be called the SK03, and like I said, I'll have this one and several others from them linked down below, but we are going to be looking at a pliers-based multi-tool. And, some of you who may not know, you might be looking at this and thinking it's extremely expensive or something. No, this is not going to be real expensive at all. This will be a very fair price. Everything, it seems, is going to be locking. You have this kind of crossbar. Is that double? Yeah, it's kind of a double. Let me see here. I think it's a little caught up. I think. Or am I? Oh, it goes down. Duh. It goes down, guys. It's fine. I was pushing it up because I saw the room, but it actually goes down. So, yeah, it works good. So that is going to be your lock there. And that's your little all punch deal there. And it is sharp. It cut my thumb. And then, see? Then we got a couple other tools. We'll pull that back up just so we can get to this other stuff here. Oh, there's a little key ring or a lanyard ring. They have that hidden in there. Very cool. And then we have a roller there, which is going to measure 1.5 inches. So that's actually kind of convenient right there. And then it's got a cross-cut file on the other side, and you do have a tapered end, so you could use that as possibly a flathead and a little pry. And then you have an actual 3D Phillips head, which is really good. So a nice set of useful tools on that side there, plus the the lanyard plug, you could leave that up all the time if you wanted to. Does that lock? So I think that's the only, or no wait, it does lock, okay. So if you wanted to throw a lanyard on it and lock that out, you could do that. So let's flip to the other side here, and we have a nice little pair of skizzers there, and there's our spring. Good spring on that feller there, and you get a nice, when you close, I like feeling like I closed it, so I know if I am cutting something, I can feel that it's closed, and you know what I mean? Some of them you don't get a good feeling from. This feels good. When it actually closes, you can feel it. So very nice locking pair of scissors there. Flip this open, and we have an actual slotted here, slotted driver. So that other one is probably intended more for prying, scraping. And then we have a can opener, bottle opener, mini driver here. And that tapers off too. You could use that as kind of like a scraper deal. And then we have a dull blade here. We got a straight edge running into some serrations. Probably going to be a basic stainless, I'm going to guess. But Nextool is one of them companies that is a multi-tool company that is actually using in their multi-tools. Now, I don't know about this one personally, but they are using real stainless steels like 7CR. Yeah, sure, it's nothing to get insanely excited about if we're talking about a pocket knife, but in regards to a multi-tool, that is a huge step up in regards to like 90% of what's on the market. So Nextool, Rocktool, some of these companies that are making the jump, Roxxon, they all made the jump to start using different materials and trying different things out with their multi-tools. And I think, they all three seem to be very good companies. But like I said at the beginning there, I really like what they're all doing. But I really like what Rocktool's doing, and for the money. Just very, very hard to beat. And then we'll cover the pliers here. Looks like we have good tolerances there with the pliers. They're straight, they're even. They're pretty flush there too as well. And we do have a wire cutter there, but it's not going to be replaceable. Looks like a nice set. And this is going to be very inexpensive, guys. I'm going to take a wild guess, and I don't know, but I bet this could be under $40 for this full-size multi-tool right here. And that's not shabby, not too shabby at all. Spring-loaded pliers, scissors, and then a nice full set of tools as well that all open from the outside while it's closed. That's a huge deal. You don't got to open the thing up to access your tools, and they're all locking. So this is a nice set that, a couple years ago, people would have been blown away to have. And then to top it all off, it has a pocket clip on it. And they give you two options on how to carry this thing. You can throw it in your pouch and carry it on a belt, or lash it to a pack, or you can throw it in the pocket with your pocket clip or whatever in your pouch, or you can take it off and slide it into a certain pack or tool roll or whatever. So several options on how to carry this thing as well. As far as this thing's rock solid, guys. There's no movement. Some multi-tools will have like a bunch of play and stuff. This is damn solid, guys. And that's exactly some of that, finding up some of that stuff with these multi-tools is exactly what's going to take them into the next level, shoring up the multi-tool, actually being rigid enough if somebody's going to truly beat on it and use it to its potential and maybe past its potential, which, let's be real, a lot of people won't. But if somebody does want to, they can. And I think that's the key with some of these companies that are coming up. They're doing all the right things. Let's make sure they're also rigid enough to really get beat on if they are. That'll wrap this one up, everyone. Let me know which item was your favorite today. I love hearing from you guys no matter what it is. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video to more people. If you're new to the channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you're subscribed here to the channel and ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll put a couple of new videos up on your screen right now. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.